takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
And here's that sequence once again right here on Show Track. Now, normally this is the guy that you might want to nibble with, but he was all business here in this at-bat. Each one of these pitches finds the strike zone, and they're able to set him down quickly to lead off the inning.
Into the box now, Kurt Casale, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. That's wide, 2-0. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Hit hard down the right field line. And that'll slice just foul at the last moment. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight. Matt Duffy stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. 5 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Jones going back. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. So a solo shot here to left center field as they open it up to 6-2 now. Michael Givens will come in and pitch now.
Michael Givens.
Kevin Kiermaier will be the first one to greet him as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run.
When you're 0 for 3 in a game already, I think you're really happy to see a new pitcher in this ballgame. Maybe something will change for him.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
Yeah, and even though that's a tough one to get on top of, I think he'd say he got away with one right there. That's in too good a location when the matchup's not in your favor.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets fouled. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And another foul ball. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Rays tack on 1 more. Back here at Tropicana Field in St. Pete. We're in the 7th with the Rays out in front, and let's get you caught up with our game summary for the first 6 innings. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Into the seats, 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high. 1-2.
Maybe a good opportunity here to show him a changeup, give him a different look.
This is line to left. Dickerson has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1.
Now batting,
Pedro Alvarez will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if he can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. Pulled toward right center field. Kiermaier's got a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
the batter, number 2.
J.J. Hardy will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. In the air out toward right field. Souza on the move. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They still... Evan Longoria will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the third inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
0-1's the count.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. 1-1. Here it comes. Up and in on the hands. It's 2 balls and a strike. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. 2-2 count. Here it comes. And Longoria swings and misses. A good pitch there, and he's down on strikes for the first out. Corey Dickerson will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. Oh, might not have been where he was hoping to put that pitch, but he somehow gets a swing on it anyway. Strike one. And another strike. Good fastball under the hands. It's 0-2. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. 1 out, nobody on. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Swing and a ball lined hard towards short. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away.
Up next for Tampa Bay,
Logan Forsythe gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. 2 out, nobody on. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Now a ball lifted high in the air towards shallow right center field. And Trumbo will put this one away to retire the side. Down in order go the Rays. Matt Wieters will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Number 25 will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Dickerson going back. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Adam Jones will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1.
Well, he started off this way, and he continues on. He's throwing first pitch strikes to 80% of the batters he's faced, and we're late in this ball game, and that's why he's on top.
And Jones fails to come up with that one as he falls behind here. 0-2 now.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike. And Brad Miller will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
And that'll get down out there near the wall. Around second, he'll try for third, and he is into third with a triple, his 3rd hit of the night.
You want to talk about throwing a pitcher out of his rhythm? This is the first pitch of the inning, and no one's going to run this thing down. So when the dust settles, this turns into a leadoff triple.
Tommy Hunter is on to work as he'll take over here in the 8th. Steven Souza will be the first one to greet him here, as he'll be doing so with the runner in scoring position and still nobody out. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
And it's worth pointing out that they're burning through that bullpen here in game 1 of this series. That could have an effect on the rest of this week.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
Now a curveball's in there, 1-2 now.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95-plus mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
Now a curveball stays inside, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, I'd be surprised if they go back to the curve again on 2-2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
Number 7, Logan Morrison.
Logan Morrison comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's a 7-2 ball game. Kurt Casale steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
The shortstop.
Digging in, Matt Duffy. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. And he powers the cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2.
Right now, they'd be lucky to just put one in play.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is... Welcome back to Baseball on the Show from inside the Trop as you get a nice look outdoors at some of the activity in nearby Tampa. Kevin Jepson will come on now, hoping to wrap this one up here in the top of the 9th. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Manny Machado, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
And that's a base hit, so the leadoff man does his job here to start the 9th. Mark Trumbo ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. And that's in there as well, 0-2 now.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee-high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. Chris Davis will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ballgame on 1 swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. Hard liner toward short, and he'll try and knock it down at short, but it gets on by him. Jonathan Scope will stand in now, and hey, give these guys credit. They're not going down without a fight.
I'll tell you what, they're not too far away from making a game out of this one after all.
High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Looking up is Dickerson. Gone! So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, and that lead is trimmed to 7-5 here.
Well, these guys were a little bit late to the party, but now their bats have woken up, and they've made a game of it after all.